Europe is facing multiple challenges this summer: a raging war in Ukraine, a scorching heat wave, devastating wildfires, and also a cost of living crisis is making everyday life extremely hard for the common people in Europe. And those who are looking for a vacation to escape momentarily from the chaos are also in for some pretty bad news. As the summer holiday rush resumes after 2 years of pandemic-induced travel restrictions, Europe is finding itself in what is being described as complete travel chaos. To begin with, scores of passengers were stranded at the Gare du Nord railway station in Paris after 6 trains were cancelled on Friday evening. The French state-owned rail operator has said that 6 Thalys trains were cancelled between Brussels and Paris due to an animal collision incident in Belgium. About 800 passengers were stuck overnight both in Paris and Brussels due to the disruptions, and the development has come as Thalys is bracing for a summer of disruptions to its planned services, following the breakdown of the 2 trains in July, which Thalys initially labelled as coincidence. The train operator will now conduct additional safety checks on some of its trains, leading to a series of cancellations.
Et on a vu des gens qui avaient besoin de médicaments, il y avait des gens avec des petits-enfants qui étaient épuisés, qui avaient attendu déjà plusieurs heures, il faisait très chaud, il n'y avait pas d'accès à des bouteilles d'eau, aucune aide, rien du tout. Il y avait quelques policiers qui étaient là mais qui ne savaient pas nous aider, ils n'avaient pas l'information non plus. Donc je suis vraiment étonné, je ne suis pas en colère ou quoi que ce soit, je suis juste étonné qu'une compagnie qui a autant d'années d'expérience n'ait pas de gestion de crise.
The disruptions are only one of the many travel-related problems across Europe. While the situation started returning back to normal on the Paris-Brussels rail line on Saturday across the Channel, over 5,000 train drivers in Britain have gone on strike. Almost all services on 7 of the country's 34 train operators were cancelled. This included the regional networks for South East and Eastern England, as well as the long-distance lines linking London with Edinburgh and other regions in England. The latest strike comes as part of a campaign for higher pay after the country's inflation rate hit its highest mark in almost about 40 years. The authorities say that the rail strike is expected to cause significant disruption through the weekend. The 24-hour strike organised by the Train Drivers' Union, ASLEF, is the second significant industrial action this week on Britain's rail network. Earlier this week, at least about 40,000 members of Britain's 2 prominent worker unions held a major strike on Wednesday. The recurring incidents of travel disruptions are not limited to rail networks alone. Earlier this week, thousands of workers of the ground staff at Lufthansa went on strike on Wednesday, prompting the cancellation of at least about 1,000 flights. The labour union Verdi had called for the walkout over its demand for a 9.5% pay hike for nearly about 20,000 workers. The move caused Lufthansa to cancel nearly all flights at its Frankfurt and Munich hubs on Wednesday. The crew of Lufthansa isn't alone in demanding pay hikes from their employer. Ryanair's Spanish cabin crew have recently announced new plans for strike that they say could actually last until January. The union say that their members plan to strike 4 days in a week until January. The strikes are due to take place from Monday to Thursday every week from the 8th of August until the 7th of January if the company fails to reach an agreement soon with its workers. The weekly strikes will only cause more travel disruptions in an already chaotic situation in Europe this summer. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.